So now, please join me in welcoming Poul Madsen to the stage.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for a very nice introduction. I feel like a superstar. Thank you all for coming this morning. And thank you, Business of Design Week, for inviting us here today. Hi, Jay. I feel very honored and proud and humbled to be on this stage together with so many great creative people. As introduced, my name is Poul. I'm a co-founder and CEO of Normann Copenhagen. And today I will give you a brief introduction to our brand. I hope some of you know a little bit, but I will make sure that you all will know some. And then I will speak about two of our sustainable products in our collection. We have more, but this is two that are very close to my heart. So the first one is the mat chair and the Bit Stool. So this is me and my business partner, and we founded Normann Copenhagen in 1999. So this October, we had 25-year anniversary. We are a Danish design company located in Copenhagen, hence the name. We renovated a historical building 3 years ago in the center of Copenhagen, a building from the 30s. That's our headquarters now, 3,000 square meters. On a regular day, we are around 35 people in the headquarters, and in total, we are close to 200 people. We, of course, have a lot of salespeople around the world and warehouse people, and in China, we also have a team of around 10 people. And the very first, or one of the very first employees that we had was a Chinese woman, and she's still with us after 22, 23 years or so. Our collection is very, very wide and very deep. As you can see, we produce furniture, lighting, accessories. We would like to be like a one-stop solution for all different projects that you may have, that being in hospitality, office, or residential projects. We can pretty much cover all needs, all the basic functions. Our main business is furniture, and most of that furniture is produced in Europe. We would like to produce our products as close to our warehouses as possible, and we have our main warehouse in Denmark, of course. So we have a lot of production in Denmark, Sweden, the Baltic countries, and Poland also other places in Europe, but as close to the warehouse as possible to minimize transport and emission. We also warehouse in China. We also have production in China. And from the China warehouse, all Asia and Pacific is covered and distributed from that warehouse. Again, to minimize emission and transport. And just recently, I think it was begin this year or end last year, we also started a production in Mexico to cover America. Yeah, this is just some few pictures of our furniture. I don't want to talk so much about it. We have so many different options for each use. So this is some of our light. So we do everything from pendles, wall lamps, table lamps, outdoor, indoor. Again, we can cover most needs in any project. Accessories is very key to our company. It's a big part of our DNA. In the beginning, for many years, we only had accessories in our collection and some lights. So that is an important part of our DNA, I would say. During the 25 years, we have won a lot of design awards. It's always nice to win the award and be acknowledged from other people. And just recently, the Bit Stool here won a Danish design award, the 3 biggest magazine in Denmark, Scandinavia, where the readers voted for the most green, sustainable product this year, and the Mat chair won, so we are very happy about that. All these products could not have been done without working together with a lot of different designers. During the 25 years, there have been hundreds of different designers, and they are really different. They're from different countries, different backgrounds, different ages, different education or no education. What is very key to us is the personality, how we can relate to each other, and of course their view and approach to design. And besides external designers, we also have our own in-house design studio, which we have had for 15 years, I think. We export to 82 different countries around the world. Of course, Europe as an area is the biggest and most important for us. US as a single country is the biggest single market for us. China, Hong Kong, Asia, Pacific as a market is around 15% of our turnover, but the area that is growing fastest for us, so it's definitely an area where we'll pay more attention and more resources and try to position ourselves better in future also. And it's all the traditional channels that we are using, of course, retail online and contract projects. 70% of our sales is contract. It's a lot of hospitality, a lot of restaurants, a lot of hotels, but also office spaces. We don't do desk and systems, that's the only thing we don't do, but everything in between, all the loose areas, meeting rooms, lounge areas, all the nice areas, we do a lot. Yesterday, Thomas told us about buildings and how much they pollute and how important it is that we build buildings that many generations they want to keep for a long time. And that's a little bit the same with furniture. From the very beginning of Normann Copenhagen, we have always tried to find the best material, the best manufacturers with the best production facilities, together with the best designers to make products that can last for a long time, because that will be the most sustainable product you can design. If your children or grandchildren that actually want to inherit the product, it will be difficult to make a product that is more sustainable than that. So that's our wish and our goal. It's not always possible, but that's how we start with the design process, to make something that will last for a long time. And a lot of our products that we still have in the collection are some that we had from the very beginning. But of course, being a design-driven company these days, where sustainability and responsibility is a big thing, we have been looking into finding some material or production with sustainable or recycled materials. And the first one I will talk a little bit about is the Mat chair. Mat is short for material, and the Mat chair is actually an old idea. Peter Lord Jorensen, who designed the chair, came up with the idea almost 20 years ago. And he did a lot of testing, a lot of prototyping, a lot of different materials. Never really succeeded. I think the knowledge and the material, and maybe also the demand, was not at hand at that time. I think even the word sustainability was not really invented 20 years ago, so he kind of pushed it aside. And then 4 years ago, he approached us together with a governmental institution called the Danish Institute of Technology, who are specialized in material and production. And then we start doing a lot of testing and researching and developing together with them. And The result was the Mat chair, which we launched this spring. So from February to June, we traveled around 40 different countries around the world, inviting the architects and design community and talked about sustainability and talked about the product, of course. So that was really a huge success for us, this kind of introduction to the market. Yeah, here you see some different pictures from the production. I'll get back to that. So this one, the light, bright version of the two chairs is made of hemp, as you see up in the left corner. Hemp is a super plant. I mean, there's so many good things about hemp. It's a fast-growing plant. It can grow up to 4 meters in a season, and it's possible for us to harvest once a season. For a tree, it takes 50, 100, 150 years to grow before we can harvest that. So, and it can grow up to like 4 meters. We only use the stem. The stem is super strong. The fibers are really, really strong and has been used thousands of years for making a rope or clothes. The leaves are also used to different cosmetics or food or other things. So everything from the plant is used. And the good thing about hemp is that it absorbs a lot of CO2. It's a strong plant in the sense that it takes care of itself. You don't really need to water it that much, so you don't waste a lot of water to make it grow, and you don't need any pesticides or any other help to make it grow. So it's an easy plant. And we harvest the hemp in France, but mostly in Sweden, where the production is. For me, a sustainable product must be it's most sustainable product you can find is where you source the material close to the production facilities. So we'll harvest more and more close to Sweden in future. Then we also have a darker version, as you see here, which is also, of course, hemp, but we have added 5 to 8% of seagrass, eelgrass, to make it look a little bit more different and darker. And seagrass, as hemp, is also extremely strong and hard. The fibers are really, really good also. And they actually, seagrass absorbs more CO2 than the rainforest. The entire amount of seagrass absorbs 39 times more CO2 than the rainforest. So we cannot harvest it, of course. But luckily, the west coast of Denmark borders against the North Sea, where it's pretty much every day it's windy and stormy. So there's a lot of the eel seagrass that is washed to the shore. And then we have local farmers that are collecting this and put it on the field, so it's dried in the sun and in the wind. When we have collected all this material, then it's threaded apart. It's a really difficult word for a Dane to say. So we create like this cotton wool feel material, and from that we can press, if you see up right in the corner, we press like thin layers of like mattresses. They're 2 centimeters, and if we have 5 of these sheets, we can press it down to 1 sheet for a chair here. Then we cut it off, so there's some leftover. Then we hand polish it, and we also treat it with a natural oil to close it and to give it a nice surface. All the cutoff that we have, we can reuse 100% again, and that is kind of rare in a production that the leftovers can one-to-one be reused again. So it's pretty simple to thread it apart again and to make the new mattresses, and then we can reuse it again. And that's the same if for some reason the chair should break. It's super strong. We have tested it for heavy use. so it should not break, but things break. Then we are setting up a take-back system, so it's possible to send back to the factory, and then we can reuse the chair 100% again. Yes, there's some different versions. Here you see the dining chair with the armrest. There's also a dining chair without armrest. You can use the same seat in the bar stool. You can front upholster it if you like, and also full upholster it, which I think would be a shame to cover all the nice structure here, but it's possible. Yes, there we go. And most interesting part, I think, one of the most interesting part is the CO2 emission for one chair, and that goes for both versions. It's only 24 kilos, which is close to nothing. I mean, a regular chair, being a plastic chair or a wooden chair, is everything in between 150 and 300 kilos. We also have these kind of chairs, of course, but so being down to 24 is really something, and I think this February we will launch with wooden legs on the furniture show in Stockholm, and I'm quite sure that we will be able to bring it even more down. So this is exciting, I think. On to the next piece of sustainable furniture, the Bit Stool here. The Bit Stool, as the name says, it's a small stool. You can use it as a small side table. You can use it indoor, outdoor. It's water resistant, so you can have it in your shower if you like, to sit or to place your products. There's many different uses, and there's 3 different shapes, and so I think 5 or 6 different colors. You see some of them here. And the material is recycled plastic, of course. Maybe you can see that. The recycled plastic is collected in Italy. It's industrial and household plastic. And of course, the production of the chair is in Italy. So again, we try to source the material as close to the production as possible to lower the emission. So when we collect this industrial and household plastic, we cut it into small pieces or bits, if you like. And then it's rotate molded. The good thing about rotate molding is that it's a relative low energy consumption production. The tool is heated up to like 105 degrees, which makes the plastic not totally fluent, but it melts it enough so we can have this form. You can still see some of the structure and some of the bits in the stool, and that's because it's not heated too much. If you heat plastic into a liquid form, you can do that and you can reuse it again into something else, but you can only do that 5, 6, 7 times, and then it starts losing the strength and the capacity that the plastic have, and then it's not used for anything. Then you can burn it or throw it out. But this way, if we do it this way, and rotate mold and not heat it more than 100%, then we can reuse the plastic endlessly. We have added around, we have added around 5% of virgin plastic just to make it a little bit stronger, but that's the only thing we need, and then we can reuse the plastic constantly. Bit Stool is for us, it's been a super product to introduce, in the sense that it, from day one, was a massive success. Normally, when you launch a new product, you need to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years before you know if it's a success or not. But the Bit Stool has been a huge success from day one, and I will just in a minute explain 1 or 2 of the reasons I think why. Yes. Also, because of that success, we have launched an addition to the collection. So there's a lounge chair to the collection also, and some small tables, and there's some bar stools also. And actually there's also, I don't have a picture, but there's both an indoor and outdoor light in the same material also to it. Up. Yeah. As the mat chair, the CO2 emission producing one of these is also really, really low. And the main reason for both of them that they are so low is of course of the recycled plastic, but also because of the transportation that we don't transport from long distances. So that's very key for us to do. I promise you that I would tell you a little bit about why I think they are so successful. One of the, it's not this slide, but the clicker doesn't work really there. So when you produce a sustainable product, it is crucial that they are not more expensive than a non-sustainable product. Because if a project owner have to choose from expensive to a non-expensive piece, they will mostly choose the non-expensive. So it's super important that they have the same or better price point. And both of these products, they have a very nice price point. The stool here is retail for around 200 euros, and the stools here are retail for around 300 euros. So same as a plastic or wooden chair. So that is super crucial. But for me, one of the most important things, or the most important thing, is that I'm quite sure that you're here in the front that can see the structure to it and the furniture, that you can instantly see that they are made out of a recycled material or a sustainable production. Am I right? Good. So that means that both of them, they communicate. I'm a sustainable product. I'm a recycled product. So imagine being a hotel owner, a restaurant owner, who all wants to communicate to their clients, to their customers, that this is a place where we think about responsibility, where we act responsible. Sustainability is important for us. If you put these in any settings, they already tell that story. You don't have to go and shake every customer's hand and tell them this is what we do. They communicate it by themselves, and I'm quite sure that this is one of the main reasons they are so successful. And now my time is running out. It's super stressful with the clock here. But there's tons of other things we could talk about, what we do in our company to be more sustainable. We have some short-term and some long-term goals, how to bring down the emission in our company and with our partners also. New products will still be, sustainable products will be one way, but we will also step back and look on existing non-sustainable products maybe to make them more sustainable. It's always possible to improve, and we should improve, everybody. So bringing a chair down from 200 kilos to 150 kilos is also achievement, I think. And tons of other things, but now I'm going to be kicked down from the stage. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you. Thank you for being here today and sharing your invaluable insights on circular revolution in furniture design.